Loud. Okay. First, thank you for this. This is so awesome. I am excited to have just a group of people come together to accomplish something big, because this is going to be big, big. And I am more than confident that we can do it. That's the other thing. I'm more than confident that this group of people can accomplish this big goal. So let me tell you why. Okay, so up until yesterday, I was really not interested in going Emerald at all. And I'm going to tell you some personal things and some not personal things. But Tyler and I have been married for 10 years on September 22nd. And so he had been planning this big trip for me that I didn't know about. I didn't know where we were going. I just know we were going on a trip. And it was my understanding that he was very excited about this trip that he was planning for me. And I didn't want to do anything to mess it up. You know, like when your husband does something nice for you, you want to be like, well, that was great, but see you later. Like, you know what I mean? I'm going to do what I want to do, even though you're planning all this nice thing for me. And so that's why I kind of felt like Hawaii was, because Hawaii's trip is the 19th through the 21st, right over, like, our anniversary is the 22nd. So, I mean, if we were going to go to Hawaii, we couldn't do this trip that he's been planning. And he says, I've been wanting to go there for years and take you there forever. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to go to Hawaii. Why would I do that? So I really haven't been wanting to do Emerald at all, because I'm like, well, a Hawaii trip's kind of inconvenient for me. But that was the truth. The truth was I didn't want to upset my husband, who had been working hard to make it special. And because family is more important than any kind of trip would be. So it wasn't a big enough incentive for me. So I talked to Jake, the Jewel coach, yesterday, and he was looking at our team this month, and we have done such an amazing job recruiting people on this team in June. And he was like, Jana, you could get Emerald in July. And I'm like, what? And he said, you can get Emerald. And so he's talking to me about this, and he's like, I think that I want you to hit Emerald more than you want you to hit Emerald. And I'm like, well, and I didn't tell him, well, my husband's planning this trip. I didn't tell him all that. But he started talking about the benefits of an Emerald team, which I had not ever taken into consideration until yesterday. And the benefits of an Emerald team are lots of things. Like, I get to have Emerald training, which means that you get to have training from Emerald, like straight from an Emerald, which means just more training, better training from like professional plexus people, from like diamonds, and that gets straight to you guys. Another thing is that when people see a normal person like me do something like get the Lexus, then people see that from your teams. Like, you can use me for marketing. You can say, my friend Janet, because we're actually friends. Like, you talk to me and you know me, and you can say, my friend Jana just got a Lexus, and I'm going to get a Lexus next. Like, you know that you're in line to do the same thing. Why don't you join me? These people who have been sitting on the fence, when they see that it's possible, that's huge. So Jake said that when someone goes Emerald, their momentum of their teams are crazy, like crazy momentum all over the place, because people see that it's possible. And so I'm like, well, that's what I want for my team, because really in April when we created that Gold Digger group, and I'm like, okay, well, it was more important, and it has been more important for me to get you guys to where you want, rather than getting me to where I wanted. Because really, again, like, I didn't really care to go to Hawaii, and that's the only thing that I really get this year, certain. You know what I mean? So, okay, so Tyler and I talked yesterday, and I told him all these things, like, I thought you didn't want me to go to Hawaii. I thought you would feel like I was rude or whatever. And he was like, no, that's not it at all. He's totally on board with this now. So I wasn't going to do anything without him being on board, because husband-wife support is everything. And I wasn't going to do it without his saying, yeah, go for it. But now he's on board, and we're going to do it. And so He's like running numbers for me and stuff, trying to figure out a way to do it. And so, yeah, so we're going to go to Hawaii for our 10-year anniversary now. And it's going to be great. But I know that y'all, I think everyone on here is married, but you understand how that is. Like, I never want you and your Plexus business to cause a rift between you and your husband, because that's so important. So anyway, now that he and I are on the same page for going Emerald, then we're going for it. So I want to show you some ideas. I don't know if you watched the video that Lorelei did whenever her team went Emerald, but she gained 700 points in 1 month. Now, we don't have to do that because I was at 904 points at the end of May, and we added 51 people in June, and I think 13 people didn't have their convenience order on. 13 out of 51. That's incredible. I mean, it's not 100%, but it's still incredible because it used to be 50% didn't have their convenience order on. That means you guys are doing such an amazing job. But that means that we are around a gain of 200 points because of all those convenience orders that are on in June, which means that we will gain. So 900 in May, and I'll probably get close to 900 in this month too, because last month was the new Slim and everyone was like ordering like crazy. So it'll probably be 1,100-ish points. So we have a 400-point jump to do. And it's going to be a challenge, but we can do it. So here are the incentives that that Lorelei did a lot of. And Tamara Holloway messaged me today and said, hey, I heard you're going Emerald in July. Here are some tips. And so she gave me some tips too. And if you don't know who Tamara Holloway is, she is Jessica Heffley's sponsor. So she's like super professional Plexus person. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen so you can see this. It'll be way easier for me to share my screen than to just talk about it. Okay, so, and here, I want your input too, because if these will not work for you, open the chat and then just chat it up, because this is brainstorm. Like, I so appreciate brains working together. So I want you to give your input, please. So the first 5 days, July 1st to the 5th, we can kind of have a July, 4th of July free membership deal. So the Match Me incentive is where, okay, like if I recruit an ambassador on the 1st through the 5th, then whenever they sign up, I'm going to recruit them and say, hey, we have free membership going on our team. When they sign up, I'm going to pay them $17.50. They have to have an unconditional convenience order on, and we're going to ask them to set it up on the 28th. So you sign someone up on the 1st through the 5th. You pay them $17.50, and you say, great, would you mind setting up your convenience order for the 28th so that your order will go through and you'll have your products at the beginning of August and you'll be set. And if you do that, then my sponsor, in my case, Carissa, would pay the rest of the $17.50 when their convenience order goes through on the 28th. So that means that new ambassador who joined on the 1st through the 5th is immediately commission qualified on the 28th, and they get free membership. Does that make sense? So, okay, I'm going to just go to the next, and then we can, if you have questions, put it in the chat or just save them up in your head, and we'll have a chance to ask questions later. Okay, so for the first 10 days, for July 1st through the 10th, for everyone who normally orders during the month, that's like everyone on this call, everyone on the team who's a wholesale person, everybody who normally orders, or if you don't order and you want to place an order, if you order over 100 PV or 100 PV or more through the 1st through the 10th, everyone who places their order early will be entered into a drawing for $50. And so the point is, ooh, someone's chatting. Doesn't that mean they would also get their free water bottles since they would get over 100 P? Yeah, they would get a free, yes, Yes, Kasha. They would get 100 PV over their welcome pack. Yeah, so the water bottle incentive too. They could get a free water bottle, which are super cute, and they would get 100 PV over their welcome pack. Thank you for saying that. So, okay, first, July through the 10th. The point is, the goal is to have all of the people who normally order on your team to order by the 10th. That's the goal. If they're going to order anyway on the 15th or 16th, ask them to order on the 10th or before the 10th, the 1st through the 10th, so that on July 11th, we can see what our gap is, our big gap, because it's going to be big. There's a giant gap that we're going to have to fill. So how are we going to do that? Can you put this info somewhere so we can? Yes, I can. So give me a thumbs up if this part makes sense so far. If you feel like it's clear and it's simple, it's not complicated. We're encouraging everyone to order early, basically. Okay, so for the July 10th to the 31st, for every ambassador that's recruited, we ask them if they'll go ahead and purchase the second month of Triplex, and the sponsor will reimburse them $15. So they're essentially getting that double welcome pack, the $199 welcome pack, but they're getting it at the same price. It's just they're going to buy a Triplex welcome pack and then go in and manually buy the second month for the same price as the $199. We're just doing it in a way to get them commission qualified. So that way they have their first full 60 days and they won't have to buy next month. And this gets new ambassadors to become commission qualified their first month. Now, let's pretend like you recruit someone on July 11th. And so you want them to set their convenience order up for August 11th. Well, if they purchase on July 11th, if they purchase for July, and then on July 11th, they purchase another 60 days for August, come August 11th, they're not going to need more product. So the question is, I know the answer, but how do we keep their convenience order on and keep them from turning it off, basically, because they won't need the extra product? So my suggestion is when you get people to purchase again, let's say they purchase 2 months worth, a welcome pack and another month's worth on July 11th, tell them, hey, set your convenience order up. It's not even going to ship today. Let's not even worry about it. We don't even know if you're going to need those products. And then on August 10th or 9th-ish, but when you've got to keep up with their convenience order because you do not want them to have 2 extra months of stuff. Get in touch with them. You're going to be in touch with them anyway because you're checking to see how they're doing, how's their regimen. On August 9th, you say to them, hey, you know what? You already have your products for this month. Let's go ahead and turn this convenience order off for a few days, and then we'll turn it back on August 12th so that you can be consistent for September, because consistency is so important. So be there with them. Call them to turn it off. Call them to turn it back on, because that's going to be the one thing that grows your team the most, is having those convenience orders on. If people have their convenience orders off, or if they sign up without a convenience order, there's an 80% chance that they will not order again. That's how huge it is. So those convenience orders are be pretty meticulous about who has theirs on, who has theirs off. If you have them off, how can we get them on? Because that will ensure your team's growth. Okay, so let's say you have someone from I said 10th to the 31st, but I guess this is there's nothing from the 5th through the 10th, I just realized. So I guess it could be from the 5th through the 31st. Okay, so if your new ambassador doesn't want to purchase the second month immediately, then implement that referral program on the Goal Digger page. So I was grossly underestimating that referral program and me doing it for levels 1 through 3, because that's a lot of people to talk to, which is fabulous that you guys were like, hey, here's all these people. But I'm like, I cannot do that. It's a lot of people. And so I feel like my level 1s are I can do that for my level 1s, and I hope that you feel like you could do that for your level 1s. I hope that you feel confident enough to say to your customer, whoever, I know you've been experiencing awesome results. Do you know 5 people who you would like to experience those results? And you're not trying to get them to sell. You're just trying to help as many people as you can. You're just trying to get them a customer. If you can find anybody who could do this with you as a customer, they can buy the Triplex, they can try the Slim, Vital Biome, and X Factor, anybody. Like, you just want your new person to be commission qualified. That means they have 100 PV over their welcome pack. So that's what I have. Oh, what else? Okay. The big goal, the big push here is to get people commission qualified. That means 100 PV over their welcome pack or 100 PV period. There's some crazy statistic that says that people are more likely to purchase again versus purchasing a second time, or versus purchasing initially. That means your white lines are where this rank up for you is going to be. That's where it's going to be, especially if you're like far, far away from your next goal. Those white lines are going to be it. So for the white lines, I think that everyone's team is going to be different as far as what will incentivize your white lines. Because I know for me, like, I wrote down 7 for sure people that I could get to come back out of 9. But most of them are like people who support me and they just like got derailed and they're not consistent, but I know that I can get them to order. That's 35 points. In the grand scheme of things, that's not a lot of points, but if 10 people did that, that's 350 points. So that would be a huge deal. So, and I know that I wouldn't even have to offer them anything really. I could just say, hey, would you mind supporting me in my goal? Would you mind purchasing 100 PV this month? I think they'd do it. But for you and your white lines, I don't know them. You know them. So figuring out how to incentivize them is something that we will have to talk to on an individual basis to figure out what to do. But I want to do something big. Like, if you are a white line and you have not ordered, if you didn't order in May or before, I want to do something big. Like, if you place an order in July, I want to get you entered into a drawing that's big. Like, we're trying to get an iPad Pro, like the big ones, big, those things. Like, I want to do something that's worth it to them, like, not just like, oh, you'll win $10. No, when we'll do that. So if you get a white line to go active again in July, and maybe like if you get a white line to go active or to get 100 PV and to have their convenience order on, maybe they get something else, like they're entered into a higher level prize or something like that. So what would work for you? For you ranking up this month, I don't care if you're 50 points away. If you have the people to do it, what could help you rank up? And if you don't have the people to do it, if you don't have the numbers, the people to do it, what would help you rank up? Also, word on the street is that Plexus is doing something for the month of July. Jake couldn't tell me what it was, but whenever I was talking to him about this, he said, you're going to have a lot of people on your team rank up in July because of what Plexus is doing. And I can't tell you anything else. I'm like, why do you do that to me? But apparently it's going to be something that will allow us to rank up organically without all these incentives. But why not sweeten the pot with these incentives too? Because we're going for a big, big goal, not just like a mediocre goal. And so for the white lines, I'm thinking of doing, let me share my screen again. I'm thinking, like, for my white lines or your white lines, the other thing is, here's another thing. If you want to rank up, or if you want to participate, or if you want to do these incentives thing, you don't have to participate in these incentives. However, in business, if you want to grow your business, you're going to have to invest in your business. Like take a percentage of your paycheck each month and say, okay, I'm going to put this back into my business. So you may have to spend some money this month to get to where you want to be, but your team will grow because of it. And if your team will grow because of it, it's an investment back into your business. So take it into consideration when thinking about, oh my gosh, this money's here and there. But really, like if you sign someone up, then you're going to get $25. You're going to pay them $17.50, and your sponsor is going to pay them $17.50. So you're really not out any money. You're just spending your business building bonus when you sign a new person up on this free membership thing. So for the white lines, I thought about doing like a, oops. Oh gosh, okay. Like a $20 rebate, stacking. So like when I say stacking, that means sponsor pays 10 and upline pays 10. Does that make sense? So I'm trying to offer a good deal to the white lines without breaking the bank for the sponsor or up. Like if we are stretching it out, it's just cheaper all around for everyone. More people are spending more money, but one person is not spending a ton of money to get to their goal. Because I know that several of y'all are wanting to get to a goal. I like that idea. Thank you, Jennifer. Sometimes I'm a brainstormer. If you're not comfortable with this, if you don't like it, whatever, I will not be offended at all because these are just ideas. I'm an idea person. Okay, so they have a $20 rebate versus stacking, and their name goes into a drawing for, how about if they turn on their convenience order, their name is in a drawing for iPad Pro or something like that. I would turn on my convenience order for an iPad Pro. I don't know. Chat. Who's that? Sounds good. Okay. Yay. Okay. So this is the plan. So the Match Me incentive, what do y'all think about doing free membership? Okay. I'm going to, wait a second. Okay, I'm unmuting everyone. What do you think about doing this free membership July 1st through the 5th? What do you think about that? Anyone can talk.
Love it.
I think it's a good idea.
I think it's a great idea.
Okay,
Love it.
do you think it should be extended past the 5th or no? I'm asking because some people in June did this Match Me. It's called Match Me, Raise Me by some people. They did it for the whole month, free membership for the month of June, And they've added something like 150 people in 1 month, amazing people, amazing amounts of people. But the adding is not as important. The adding is important, but really this right here, with your convenience order on the 28th is the kicker because we want them to be commission qualified in the month of July.
I like the idea of the first 5 days because it creates an urgency. Like, oh my goodness, I have to do this now.
Mm-hmm. The only downfall I see of ending it on the 5th is what if someone's on vacation and they don't really want to be involved in conversations like this? And
or Facebook.
Because I know I'm going to be out of town for July 4th, and so I want to spend as much time with my family and as well as split, put in some effort for the business and stuff. So I'm kind of torn as like, this sounds really good, but how much time is it going to take away from like my family that I'm driving, 8 hours to go see and spend with? So that's kind of like, I'm really torn on this of, I want to be involved in it, but that's going to take a lot of effort for me to do as well.
Yeah, and we don't want people to be annoyed with us on the 4th of July. They're like, I'm messaging you, free membership. We want people to still like us. What if we did
idea of extending it to the 10th, but still keeping that they still have to have their convenience order on for the 28th. Like, that's the kicker. I feel like it's okay to extend it through the 10th as long as we still include that piece in it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think that I like extending it to the 10th because it gives us time to still work on the 5th through, the 1st through the 5th, but then it gives us the extra 5 days to kind of catch up a little bit.
So would it be an issue running into like, okay, would it be confusing to everyone who's like, okay, I thought it was everyone placing their order. So I guess this is just like already ambassadors, people who are already ambassadors, and these are just people who are new.
Yes.
Okay. I'm saying that like I didn't know, but I mean, I knew that. I just needed someone to tell me. Okay, and then these are white lines. What do you think about this stacking stuff? Would you prefer a cheaper rebate? Would a $20 rebate be incentive? Would it be an incentive for your white lines? Like, are they totally checked out no matter what? What do you think?
I like that it gives them an option for, enticing them a little bit. Because what if that $20 helps pay for one of the new products that they're holding off on getting because they don't know how it will work? Well, that's, giving them pretty much a rebate on, like, say, they'll end up only paying $9 for, like, Vital Bio or something along those lines. So what if that's really what they want, but they're scared to try it? Sort of.
Okay. I'm so glad you said that because it made me think. This combo right here, Slim Vital Biome X Factor Plus, it has a 60-day money-back guarantee because they're all new. So what if we said, okay, for the white lines, you have 3 completely different products to try. Okay, you didn't like Slim the first time. You didn't like the Triplex the first time. Okay, that's fine. What do you think about ordering 3 totally different things? We'll give you $20 to try it. For 60 days. If you turn your convenience order on, you get to a drawing for an iPad Pro or something big. Would that be an incentive for your white lines that they would like? I mean, it's new products. I can only see 400 faces. I can't tell who's doing what. So I guess in the chat, if you like that, you can say yes. I can't really see all of you. Wait a second. I'm going to stop sharing. Can you give me a thumbs up if you like that idea of like, okay, I like it. Yay, there's 3 totally new products. You could pick those 3 and we give you $20 back if you turn your convenience order on. If you try the new products for 60 days, then, because here's the thing we don't want to do. We don't want to get all these people for you to hit gold and senior gold or whatever, and then they all fall off. We want them to like these products, we want them to be committed. And that's why this convenience order is so important. And that's why, I mean, if we get them on Slim, can now be honest, a lot of people don't see the quick enough results with the Triplex, but what's her face? The marketing, Cindy Latham was like, if people are wanting to lose weight, the best products for them to just lose weight, purely lose weight, is Slim and the Vital Biome and X Factor. And so maybe if people are seeing results quicker, they'll be more apt to get hooked with the Slim Vital Biome X Factor rather than the Slim Probio 5 Triplex. Even though Slim, the Triplex, creates like a foundation of growth as far as like good, positive bacteria, all these things. Okay, so this, I'm going to share my screen again because I have to look at it. Okay. So, so this is for new people. I was going to put peeps. I do know how to spell people. This is for current people. This is for white lines. Am I missing people? The goal is to get as many people to 100 PV as possible. Okay, and then 50
normally order like 50 PV at a time who don't order the whole triplex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know my people need.
Could they be entered in for that, like another big drawing, kind of like the white lines are?
Like if they order 2 months worth of product at one time, then so that would mean that they would have 100 PV, then they get some sort of incentive.
Well, here's the thing, like if they order 2 months worth of product at one time, sometimes people are like, okay, well, I'll get 2 ProBios and that's my 2 months. Like, I think we have to specify, you need to order this, this, and this, like whatever equals 100 PV. So that they're not like, I got 2 of my protein shakes and I need to be interested in this drawing. Well, that's like 30 PV or whatever it is.
Definitely got to specify.
That's people I didn't think about, but it's definitely people who are already buying. So like, what can we do to get them over 100 PV?
Maybe just put it out there. Say, if you get over 100 PV this month, then they definitely get something. I don't think that those specific people, a drawing is a good enough incentive. I think it has to be something that they definitely get if they get over 100 PV. Like the $10 incentive.
Like if you're buying product, if you have 50 PV anyway, would an enticement of like, if you get over 100 PV, we'll give you a free bottle of Vital Biome. But then you as a sponsor would have to do that, or a free bottle that you're not trying, that you haven't tried yet. That would increase your PV to get you Leaders Retreat points. And it would also give you points to rank up, because they'll be commission qualified. But that'd have to be on each individual person to get those halvesies, that's what I call them, to get over 100 PV. Do you like that? Do you not like that? It's okay if you don't. Like, we're just really like brainstorming.
How would you word that? Because if you word it, like put it on the Facebook page of, hey, anybody who gets over 100 PV this month gets a free bottle of Vital Biome on their sponsor. I mean, all the people that already get over 100 PV every month anyway. You know what I mean?
No, that's not what I was thinking. I was thinking for the people who, after the 10th, because on the team page, I'm going to blast it almost 10 days in a row. Hey, if you order over 100 PV from the 1st to the 10th, you get entered to win $50. And that's an easy thing to do. All you have to do is click order. You're going to order anyway. Why not move it up? So after the 10th, if you notice that someone in your back office, in your detailed genealogy, does not have 100 PV, they have like 50 or whatever, or maybe you notice that in June they ordered 82 PV or something random. Maybe you say to them individually, hey, if you get over 100 PV this month, I will give you a free bottle of Vital Biome. Individual message.
Yeah.
I mean, they will have seen the big blast of all the 100 PV or whatever, and they're choosing not to participate for whatever reason, and they just want to get their 20 PV and be on their way. I would obviously start with the higher PV first, so it's easier if you're at 97 PV. Okay, I'll just order something else. 97 PV, that never, just like, what are you doing? Okay, yes, okay, Catherine said the Slim Vital Biome X Factor Plus offered as a combo package. It's not a combo package, Catherine. Where are you? Catherine. There, oh, I can't see your face. No, the Slim Vital Biome X Factor Plus is not offered as a combination yet. I feel like it's going to be in the future, but as of now, it's not right now.
They need more combo packs in general, I'm just saying.
And honestly, to get those people, I'm going to write that down before I forget, because I will forget. Okay. So for the people who, I'm going to call them never order 100 PVers.
Gianna, can I ask you, you said the company's saying that in order for them to lose weight quicker, it's better to use Slim, VitaBiome, and X Factor?
That's what Cindy Latham said. Yeah, Cindy Latham's the marketing person. But she said if you want just results without like fixing the gut or whatever, that's the best thing. But the Probio 5 and BioCleanse is going to prepare the gut. It's kind of like it's the if you're going to tear down a building and rebuild it the right way, you want to get all the stuff out like with a ball. What are the ball and chain things? You know.
Well, see, the only white line I have on my front line is the one that sits in a wheelchair, and she is not going to take the probiotics and the BioCleanse and Bio5. So this combination, the Slim, the VitaBiome, and the X Factor may be a possibility because she wants to be able to lose weight because she doesn't have any way to exercise, but there's no way in this world she's going to take those products that have to make her go to the bathroom. She can't get there. Yes. So this combination could be a huge win for Plexus all in all, because a lot of people, they're terrified of that bathroom experience.
Yep.
Teacher, you have to go to work. Like my son, he's on the products, but he's a teacher, and the only way I can get him to really do this is because he's on summer break.
Yeah.
And his body's adjusting to that, but putting down half your body weight in ounces and then go to the bathroom all day long, people really don't like that.
Right. So I would definitely push these 3 products for your white lines, and I would reiterate this 60-day money-back guarantee, because you get that. Even if you tried Slim before and you hated it, well, guess what? It's brand new now. You can have that 60-day money-back guarantee and tell them, I will work with you to get all your money back if you don't like it, and then work with them to get all their money back.
So how can we convince Plexus to offer these as a combo? Because I think it would push the whole business forward by huge.
You're definitely not the first person who has thought of that. I think it's in the works. Okay, so what I say, after the 10th private messenger halves these people, you know what I mean by halvesies, they don't have 100 PV, and offer them either money rebate or free product they haven't tried if they get over 100 PV. Is that what we said?
Yep.
That is up to the individual sponsor to determine what's in the parentheses. Like determine the
incentive.
Thank you guys for being the other half of my brain that finishes my sentences. Michael, thank you for the wrecking ball. Appreciate it. That's why I need a team. Did Jake say that No, he did not say when the announcement will be in July. I hope it'd be free shipping. Wouldn't that be amazing? That would be amazing. But I don't know what it is because he wouldn't tell me.
So I have a question about the white line rebate for $20. What if my sponsor is not on this chat? So what if she is kind of late on getting into this?
Yeah,
I have someone who's ready to, one of my white lines who's ready to order. Is that something that I should cover, and then my upline has to pay me back, or how should that work out? Because I know I've had that problem in the past.
Okay. So the stacking thing, will not work unless you have two people involved. Obviously, you got to stack something. So in that case, if you say yes, I'm in, and your sponsor says no, I'm not, because that's probably going to happen, then it would just go to the next person. Like, Becky, let's just pretend like Cassie's your upline, and Becky, you're all in because you want to go gold or whatever, and you're like, I'm doing the stacking stuff. Well, Cassie is not so into that right now. She doesn't want to do that. And so I would say, okay, well, I will support you in that. Becky, if you want to offer the 10 to your person, I will offer the other 10.
Okay.
That makes sense. So if you're wanting to stack, do the stacking incentive, because I'm gonna announce that on the Empower page, so people are gonna know about it. If they choose not to participate, that's okay. It would just be up to the upper line to say, okay, well, I'll do this. And I mean, it stops at me. So, and I'm participating. So if your upline doesn't want to participate, you know that I will do that.
Okay. I just wanted to double check.
Yeah, that's a good question. Okay. So the Probio 5 and BioCleanse are a wrecking ball for your intestines. They clean out everything, and the Vital Biome rebuilds it to be awesomeness. But like taking Slim and Vital Biome and X Factor is like going to McDonald's and getting a salad, you know? It's good, but it's not like the best thing ever. So, okay, do you guys have any, I'm going to share the screen again. Do you have any questions or comments or input? I love all your input. It's so wonderful. Put it on the chat because I can't see your faces because I'm sharing the screen. We've covered the new people, the current people, the white lines, the halvesies. And then from the 5th, like, why are we having this from the 5th to the 31st? Why wouldn't we do, wait, so.
Because we changed the first one to the 10th instead of the 5th.
Thank you. So from the 11th for 20 days because we don't want them to be recruited and say, oh, order on the 28th. That doesn't make sense. So, okay, so from the 11th to the 31st, we're going to focus on getting them commission qualified, however that happens. Either from purchasing again or getting a customer over 100 PV or 5 people who want Vital Biome. We just need them over 100 PV.
Jen, I have a question for you. With this, okay, so since the referral program, since it's gotten too big for you to do yourself, can you do a training call for us so that we know what to say to those referrals that our level 1s and 2s give us?
Yes. Yeah, like we can do a role play thing.
Perfect. And like give us example wording and all that sort of stuff, and like specifically about the referral program. Here's what to say to your.
Yeah. What if we did that on Thursday night? Are y'all free Thursday night? Team Zoom? If you're not, I'm going to record it. So you can.
I am.
But I do need people to be I can't be by myself and role play. What do you think about Plexus? I don't know. What do you think about Plexus?
Maybe you and Cassie.
Yeah, that'd be good. Okay. Is this? I'm probably going to talk. I'm going to talk to my level 1s for sure. Which Cassie's not on here. Heather's on here. And figure out, well, I mean, I talk to my level 1s anyway, but I want to know, like, for your specific team, what would help you the most with your white lines? The wording is on the Gold Diggers page, isn't it? It is on the gold. Wait, hold on. RNF offers free shipping. Amanda, I have already suggested that, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. So I hope that's coming. Where do I go? Okay, the wording for that, Kasha, is on the Gold Diggers page, like what to say to them. Now, the whole conversation is obviously like you're just gonna have to know what to do next, kind of deal.
I thought that the just for what my level 1 was going to say to their person they're going to refer to me. I didn't know that what I was supposed to say to the referral that's given to me was on there.
It's on there.
Oh, awesome. Then we're good.
Oh yeah. I thought you were wanting like a whole like scenario of, okay, once you say that blurb, what do you say next?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, guys.
You're welcome. That was easy. You're welcome. You know what I wanted to say was, you're welcome. Anyone? Okay, so would you mind if you're, okay, oh, I know what we're going to do. Here's what I want you to do. You're at your computer right now. I want you to go to, oh man, let me pull it up. Everyone has a back office right now. So go to your back office right now. Get on your computer, get on your phone, wherever you are. Go to reports, go to detailed genealogy. And go to this points section right here and click it. It will sort your thingy, your spreadsheet by point, and you can see who is not worth points to you this month. Now, whoa, look at our overall volume, 47,646. I've never seen that before. That's a lot, y'all. Woo! Okay, that's amazing. Okay.
Where were we supposed to go to get that? I'm sorry, I missed that stuff.
It's okay. Reports, detailed genealogy, and then click that. And then once you're there, it should look like this. And then there's like paid level, paid rank, points right here, right beside current PV, which I'm going to get over 1,000 PV. I'm going to do that. I have to get those literature tree credits. Click points and it'll sort it by who is not worth points. So I have printed all of them. There's a lot of people who are not worth points. There's like sheets and sheets. So instead of trying to go through and say, okay, well, this person's with Cassie, this person's with Rebecca, I'm just going to have you look at your white lines, your people who are worth 0 points. First of all, look to see if they had an order that was supposed to go out that didn't go out. Like this, I know it's not on here, but like Leslie Bowley, her order was set to go on the 27th. That's today. It's conditional. It hasn't gone out yet. So I'm going to check on that. I know it's still 9:51. There's still time for it to go, but tomorrow I'm going to call customer service and say, hey, why didn't Leslie Bowley's order ship out? Because it definitely was supposed to. You know what I mean? And I hope that you're checking on those kind of people often, because things like this happen all the time. Like someone's supposed to get an order go through and it doesn't go through and we don't know why, and you have to call customer service. It's kind of a pain in the booty, but you know, you got to get those points somehow, and so that's one way to get them. So look at your points and see who's worth 0, see when their convenience order was supposed to go through. Like this 28th, Faith is worth 0 points right now, but tomorrow, Lord willing, her order's going to go through and she'll be worth points. So you can kind of look and see who's worth and who's not. When you look at these people, think about what would incentivize them. So I'm going to stop sharing because you should be looking at your screen. I want you to think about what would bring them back. Would a $20 off Slim Bottle Biome and X Factor bring them back? would, like, your team is unique to you and you know them the best. So what, think about them, and if we haven't said anything that you think would be enticing to them, maybe put it in the chat section, or you could just talk. Yeah, you could talk. You could, hey, Jessica King.
Hi.
I didn't know when you got here. Okay, so if you're looking at your white lines, you're looking at your 0 points now. Spout off some things that would bring them back. What would bring them back? Or
Stop
or why did they stop? Why did they leave?
A lot of mine are money issues.
Yep, me too.
So it's
Same
like hard
with me.
saying $10 or $20 is going to have them spend $100. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the biggest problem.
I second that.
Mine is not seeing, like, they're not seeing results fast enough. So I think the idea of pushing them to try the new Slim Vital Next Factor might actually help a little bit. But money too. I mean, a lot of people always.
So the issue is that even if we have $20 off of 100, they're still like, well, I don't have the $80 to spend.
Yep.
That's
Well,
right.
yeah, and then adding tax, they're still going to be spending tax and shipping. They're still going to be spending around $100.
Right. So how many people of your 0 points are like that? Because really, I don't know, besides buying the product for them, there's really not a whole lot you can do with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Unless you say, okay, well, do you know 5 people? Let's get 3 people on your team and have your products $100 paid for this month. And that's that whole referral thing you can do. But you could with those people who are having money issues say, okay, would you be on board if I got you $100 this month? And you could do that whole referral thing. Like, you could say, do you know 5 people? They can give you 5 names, and I would only do this from like the 1st through the 10th when we're doing that free membership, and hopefully Plexus will do something like free shipping maybe. That would make it easier for those 3 people to join. Are you following me? Is this even something that those people would consider? Because you're not saying, hey, work the business. You're not saying that. You're just like, let's get you $100. Would you want to get $100? Because I can help you with that. And then it's your job to call those people, those referrals, and say, we have free membership and free shipping. Would you want to try these for 2 months? And if you hate it, we'll get all your money back. Would that be something that they would be interested in, or no?
Honestly, I asked some of mine, the ones that I thought that have used that as the reason they're not ordering, and I kind of brought that up into them, and they read it, and I didn't get a response from them.
Yep, me too.
What if you called them? I'm trying to figure out just if maybe they didn't think it was personal, if it was just a message, maybe they just thought you sent it to everyone. But if you called them and were like, I want to get you $100 this month. Do you want to get $100 this month? Because I can help you with that. And maybe if you go the extra leg, I'm just throwing out ideas. It may be a lost cause and you're like, I cannot beat this dead horse anymore. This horse is dead. But at the same time, you want to revive. Surely not all of your white lines are like that. Are all of your white lines like that, or just most?
Like
Most
what?
of mine are.
Who was that? Who said that? Jennifer?
Jen.
Jen? Money issues?
Yeah.
About 98% of mine are money issues.
Yep.
Okay. So, we can either do that whole referral thing with them and just hope that they would want to do that, or you have to get the focus on the new people and just get them commission qualified. Okay, so if everyone is looking at your back office right now and looking at the points that are 0 points, how many of those people, if you're looking at them right now, you just look at them, how many of those people do you think you could get back with the $20 rebate plus the big prize drawing if they turn their convenience order on? Just looking at them. And then type it in the chat. How many people do you think you could revive from that Slim Vital Biome X Factor combo, 60-day money back guarantee, plus $20 off? Look at that and then type that in the chat. Becky, maybe two, maybe two. Gosh, maybe two. Okay. People are not liking the new Slim, really? Wow.
So I have a question. It's totally
Yeah.
off topic, but that made me think. Can preferred customers not order the old Slim? Because I had one who really only likes the old Slim, and she couldn't find it in hers, but so I had to add it onto my order. So I didn't know if anyone knew that answer.
I don't know the answer. I did see that when I looked in the back office today and I saved the updated price, the price chart and PV chart. I noticed that for Slim, they had 2 categories for Slim, and they had Slim on top with price, PV, retail, preferred, whatever. And then they had the second column, the second row of Slim said NA all the way across, which makes me think that the old Slim is going to go away, maybe. I kind of don't like that, but that makes me think that's going to happen.
Okay.
Maybe Cassie and Tiffany talked to Alec about that. Maybe they have answers about that. That would be something.
They were just going to sell out of all of their stock of old Slim, and that was going to be the end of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Only ambassadors can order it until the supply runs out. That's what Heather said. Okay.
That's an incentive for them to sign up, Becky. Just saying. Hey, if you want the new Slim, you're just going to have to sign up for it.
Yeah. Free membership.
Right.
Okay. Cassie and Tiffany are not here. Kayleen, have 2 ambassadors who do not like the new Slim. Who doesn't like the new Slim. Oh my gosh. Well, that's an issue. You know
what Tarl said up on the stage? He was like, I don't care. Drink it anyways. I don't care. Drink it anyways.
And really, like, there are so many other. Slim is a great product to be on, but we have a lot of good stuff besides Slim, or in addition to Slim. Like, you could be on Probio 5 and Battle Cleanse and Vital Biome. I know that's not 100 PV, but that'd make a good customer, you know?
Also, clearly, these people who are saying this have never. I don't love the new Slim either as much as the old Slim, but if you have ever tried like health supplement company and tried their drinks and stuff like that, they are nasty. compared to our Slim. Like, even if you don't love the taste, if you've ever tried It Works or Herbalife or any of their teas and stuff like that, oh my Lord, they're disgusting. So, like, seriously, people, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And it's almost like for a lot of people, the benefits outweigh the why not to, you know?
Yeah.
If you're able to feed your baby, I'm gonna drink that drink.
I'm
gonna feed my baby, you know?
Yep.
Okay, so let me think about this, because if money issues are the majority of the reasons why white lines exist, then offering them $20 off a $100 purchase is not going to really do anything. It looks like it's going to get 15 people back. That's not enough.
Forgot to load it.
That's funny. It looks like that's not enough people for anybody to reach any goal at all. So let me think about that. Do you have any suggestions on that? Like, what would you do?
Do you think offering them like a free product would bring them back? Like, I know it's not relatively close, but I mean, it's no different than $20.
No.
No, because then they're still spending the full amount for the triplex. I think for me, the only thing that I can think of that really would work is the referral thing. You don't even have to do anything other than just tell these people I'm going to contact them. I will do everything for you. You don't have to sell anything to anyone. You know what I mean? And get them commission qualified that way. I think that's probably the only thing that's going to work for my people. That issue.
I mean, it sounds like that's the only thing that will work, because then your person with money issues will get $100 for going silver and then have their products paid for, at least for that month they go silver. And then because they have 3 people, then they're getting like $45 the next month.
But would they be able to go silver and get their payment for going silver in time to order in July to make themselves commission qualified to be worth points to us to rank up?
No, they would get their payment. If they got silver in July, they would get their payment in August.
Okay. So that doesn't help us in July.
It doesn't, but it doesn't help in July.
But what if that just gives them enough hope that it can cover it for like the following month? Like, if they can put out the $100 this month and then get the 5 referrals or however many referrals they can have, they'll get back their $100 so they invest. Maybe that would be enough to entice them. It's kind of like you do this, I'll do this, and you can end up getting your products for free next month or something. Because, you know, they might have the money, but they're not willing to spend it on themselves. Because I know as a mom, I struggle with, well, I have the money, but I prefer not to spend it on myself. I prefer to spend it on something else that seems more important than my health or something, you know. So they might use the money excuse. But then again, they could very well be in a financial place that they can't do that at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I mean, it looks like the only option we have is that referral thing. Like, you have someone with money issues, and honestly, I'm going to be contacting my white lines July 1. And Jake is going to get me a list of people who ordered in May but did not order in June, because since after today, after tomorrow, convenience orders will have gone through. And so the people who are left over, who ordered in May, we're going to ask them, I'm going to have a list, and we're going to ask them to wait and order in July rather than trying to order June 30th or something, just order in July. And I don't know how big that list will be, but that's another place we can get points too, is having those people wait and order 2 days later.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of mine that ordered that $150 package that got the 2 slims did not order it this month. So I noticed that a lot of them that did that turned off their convenience orders because they plan on, since they had 2 things of slim, they were going to do it in July. So I kind of feel that the ones that aren't, that's kind of what they're waiting for.
Gotcha. Okay, but that could be a good thing to go through your team and say, hey, I noticed you didn't order in June. Were you planning on ordering in July? Did you just have too much stuff to order in June? I don't know how you would word that, but like, make it sound like, I noticed did you have enough product, or how are you doing on product, stuff like that. You know what I mean? You don't know how to word things. So, I mean, with money issues, I think Becky hit the nail on the head. Some people truly cannot afford it. So that means they need that referral program. And then some people choose just not to spend it on themselves because their health is not a priority to them yet. So, okay. Can you guys think of anything else we haven't covered? Okay, I'm going to unmute everybody. Okay, thank you so much for brainstorming, for chatting. I'm probably going to talk to Jake more about, I'm going to talk to some people about what do you do with those people who have money issues, getting those white lines to get back where they are, to be commission qualified. I'm going to ask them about that.
So are they not commission qualified without the light on? I guess I'm not understanding, because when I read through the policies in the back office, as long as they spend $100 a month, they're qualified. And as long as they spend $35.95 a year, they're qualified. Is that correct or is that incorrect?
Yeah,
see, like
if you have 100 PV going through your website, it could be from customers, it could be from your own purchases. If you have 100 PV going through your website, you are commission qualified. That means you can start getting paid, and you are worth points to your sponsor.
So the green light doesn't have to be on. Like some people just really have an issue with that convenience order, and I'm not sure why they do, but say they don't have that green light on, but they order 100 PV during the month sometime. Does it matter what day that falls on, or it doesn't matter?
It does not matter it doesn't matter what day the 100 PV goes on. The only thing that we're trying to do for July is to have them order 100 PV as early in the month as possible, so that we can kind of know where we need to fill in the gaps.
Okay, so you're talking about just for the month of July, just for this.
Okay. Yeah, because we're trying to see
everybody's trying to rank up, so it's just to get the point. So if everyone orders early in the month, then you have an idea for what you're looking at and how to.
Yeah, I've got to recruit 10 ambassadors and get them commission qualified this month. That's what I have to do.
You have to recruit 10, or the whole group has to recruit 10?
I just use that as an example. Like if I see that on July 11th, we're at 790 points, but then I know I've got to bust my booty to recruit 10 people who are commission qualified.
Right.
Because there's no like, we're going to shoot, we're going to try to get there. No, like it's going to happen. And it's just a matter of, okay, so if we're at these many points, let me tell you, Lorelai's team on April 28th, April has 30 days. On April 28th, they had 960 points. And she hit Emerald on April 30th because her team did whatever they had to do to get those points for the 30th. I mean, so recruiting people, that's what
so
we're
you're wanting people to order early so you can see how many points till this team can have Emerald.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Because the benefits of being an Emerald team are much better than being, I mean, you get more attention, like you get more training, you get more, like you can use that as a marketing tool to grow your business. You get more buzz and excitement, and people are seeing that a normal person is doing this. And then it also makes it realistic for you to see that you can do this too. Because I'm like normal as normal can be, and I am no different from you. I work the same as you. I mean, we are no different. So if I can do this, you can do this too.
Well, how much do you project that you're going to be short? Are we looking at like overall for the month? You're at 900. What do you have to become Emerald?
1,500 is what you have to have. We should grow by like 200 next month. I'm assuming there's going to be a 400-point deficit is what I'm assuming.
So then if you're 400 points, okay. So points are equivalent to 5. Can you get those points? You have to recruit people and they have to be qualified, or points can be earned through product order?
Okay. So white lines, people who are inactive can earn points through product orders over 100 PV or over, since they're already ambassadors. Any ambassador who has 100 PV go through their website. You know what? Okay, let me finish that thought. And then for new people with a welcome pack, have to have their welcome pack, and then 100 PV over their welcome pack gets them worth points.
Okay.
So for those people,
I noticed this month that I have people join, but they're not worth anything.
Right, because they need to get 100 PV over their welcome pack in their joining month to be worth points. Next month, that's why the consistency and convenience order is so important, because they're not worth points to you this month. But next month, when they order again, because their convenience order is on, they will be worth points to you next month. And that's how you rank up.
Okay.
Points. Okay, for the people who have money issues for triplex, I would ask them, did you experience anything good on the products at all when you were on them? And if they did, if they could just get one customer, like 100 PV going through their back office, or if they can get 5 people to do Vital Biome with them, let's say that they don't even have to spend a whole bunch of money. If they get the multivitamin, 33 PV, and they have, hey, me and mom and dad and my Aunt Jan are going to be on the multivitamin, that's over 100 PV. So you could look at it like that. Like, okay, so maybe you don't know 5 people who would want the triplex, but maybe you know 5 people who would want to spend $20 on ProBio 5.
Hey, that's a good idea. So nobody's spending over $100.
Yep. And you would get them a $20 rebate because they're over 100 PV. So what if you were like, hey, what if you could, okay, because then they would spend $20. They would get 4 or 5 people to get on ProBio 5, or even like, do you have kids? Do your kids take a multivitamin? X Factor kids, boom, 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 for all your family, or whoever. And then that's only like $20-ish, and they get the rebate immediately for getting over 100 PV because they're just getting X Factor for all their, like, that's an easy one. And then you could do that for X Factor. You could do the body cream. You could do any of the ones that are under $35. Omega or Omega X. So that's an idea. That's for the, I'm going to write that down too. I'm going to forget it. What?
I was asking Jessica what she thinks about it. If Jessica's still on?
I think she left.
Okay.
I'm here. It's just really loud.
Oh, that's
Okay.
okay. What do you think about that? For your people who have money issues, what if you said, hey, do you know 5 people who would want to get ProBio 5 with you? And they're not spending over 100 PV. They're not spending $100. They're spending 20 on ProBio 5 or the X Factor chewable or whatever, but they're getting 4 or 5 people to buy with them or to buy from them. But you could do that, like as the referral program, you could say, do you know 5 people who would want to do this, who would want to buy the kids vitamin with you? You could call them and say, and do that whole spiel like so-and-so referred me, or they could talk to those people. What do you think about that if they have money issues?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. If we could pinpoint what specific product that they like, that they saw results from, and said, hey, what, do you have 5 people that you think would want that one thing, $30 or less? Because again, people that struggle with money issues, they don't want to, I feel like they don't want to reach out to other people that may have the same kind of thing. So if it's $30, then yeah, I feel like that's a great idea. It's definitely worth a shot.
Yeah, because then if they get, let's say if you say, okay, I'm writing down these things that are pretty immediate benefits, like Edge and Boost. Like if they have a caffeine, okay, I'm going to put that.
Yeah. Those were 2 that I was thinking too, because those are 2 that people are going to see. And the Vital Biome would be one that people will see pretty early on results from.
Yeah, and these are all under $35.
Right.
And if you just said, hey, like if you have hormonal women in your life, get them on X Factor. They won't have hormone issues. And so
I've heard really good things about that so far. I'm excited.
Do you have kids? Vital Biome, anxiety, depression, if they have calorie tolerance, and then like if they immediate okay, so yeah, with the referral program deal, you would just say, okay, look, let's get your products paid for this month, because if your product is Edge and it's $30 or ish, $20, I don't think anything's $20 except ProBio 5 or BioCleanse. But if you wanted to just, if they get over 100 PV and you're about $30 rather than 20, I think that it'd be worth it to get them to that point. But that's just me. Because that would be amazing. Because then they could see that, hey, I can do this. They can say that I can get 4 people to get Edge with me. Like we're all doing Edge together. That sounds like a drug. Hey man, you want to do some Edge? Okay, sorry. Okay, so that's what you can do if you have people with money issues. Do not get them to spend a lot. Just have all their friends spend very little too. And you can do that referral thing. Give me a thumbs up if that's okay. You like that? I like that. I'm going to use that on like people who I was unsure about for getting them to spend 100 PV. Well, I'm pretty sure they could do like an Edge and then an Edge for all their friends, or a Vital Biome and a Vital Biome for all their friends. Okay, this is good. This is why I like talking to other people, because it gets those brain juices flowing. Okay, anything else? I'm going to share my screen again for the millionth time, but I just have to have everything written down. Okay, so white line, if they have money issues, have them buy one of the products below and do the referral program to get their friends on the same product. Does that make sense?
Yep. So you're going to post that thing to the page?
I'm not. I'm going to put it, so I'm going to put this and this in, okay, I'm going to make a graphic so that everyone knows that for July through 10th, it is go time. We're getting free membership and we are getting people commission qualified first 10 days. Membership, commission qualified. So, and we're not only doing free membership, but we're doing like unconditional order for the 28th. This needs to be in the Goal Digger group.
Yeah, I didn't mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean the empowered page. I meant like for our group. Are you going to post this somewhere so we can see it whenever we
Yes, I am. Yeah. And I'm missing another product like body cream. I mean, body cream is not something that is, I mean, it may be immediate if you have like, if you have skin issues. Ease cream for, like muscle.
Maybe athlete or someone who does CrossFit and are sore all the time, they can get their CrossFit buddies to try Ease.
Or like joint issues. Ease capsules are for people with like my fibro people, and then joint issues. Block. Hello, do you love carbs? Do you love yeah, I mean, we have so many products under $35. If they just got some of them, like choose one and then do you know 5 people that love bread? And I can talk to them.
Do you know 5 people who love bread? I love it.
Okay. Anything else? I think that covers it. This is going to be a lot of work, a lot of hustle, but it's going to get done. And I'm excited about it. Because we're all doing it together. We're all doing it together. And we're just going to move. We're either going to fail together or we're going to win together. We're going to do it together, and it's going to be so good. If we go down, then we go down together. That's a song, right?
No, I was thinking about those white lines. Why aren't they being consistent with their products? Maybe they need to take a class.
Good question. A lot of times, I mean, it varies for different reasons. Some people,
this seems like a lot. Maybe they just forgot,
Some people, the people who aren't consistent with the products, in my case, they just aren't used to the routine. Like, sometimes I attribute that to my follow-up because I didn't follow up as well as I should have with them. Because now I rarely have a white line now. Where in the beginning, I had more white lines because at the beginning, I wasn't as attentive to people as I am now. So now I make sure they have the dosage chart. I call them after they order. I call them 3 days after they order. And I call a lot more people now. Like I call people. That's why I have I'm going to have over 1,000 PV because I am calling people. Hey, when did you want to get your order started? Like I am just, let's go. But I also am the same way with follow-up. Like, hey, is your Slim here? Do you like Slim? Okay, drink 3 Slim for the next 3 days. That's it. I'll call you in 3 days. We're going to add another. So like my follow-up game is strong where it used to not be. So I feel like your white lines are dependent on how well you follow up with people. Because if you're following up, that means they're going to get better results. That means they're going to love the products more, and that means they're going to stay consistent.
I think if you don't mind me interjecting, I think for my 2 white lines is that even though I was very honest that they're not going to see the results that they have in their mind, that's what got them off, because the two that I'm thinking of, they both wanted weight loss. One wanted more for her Graves' disease, but the other one really wanted weight loss. And I told her she's not going to see it as fast as what she wants. But in her mind, she's like, oh, I'm going to prove Becky wrong and, show her that I can lose the weight. So she lost water weight. And so she was excited. But then by the end of the 30 days, she said, oh, well, I'm not seeing the weight loss. Even though she's seeing so many other improvements that are smaller improvements, she still has stuck in her mind, I want only weight loss. So I'm excited about some of these incentives for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just curious because I've only been in it a couple months, but I wonder why they're not grasping how amazing Plexus is, and they're not out there sharing, because it seems like, I don't know.
Sometimes, Catherine, I also feel like, maybe some people didn't have major health issues that Plexus is as life-changing for as it is for others. Like, for me, I had a lot of pretty major health issues, and now I don't have those anymore. That's a huge life change. But for someone who doesn't have anything major that they struggle with on a daily basis, this isn't going to be quite as big of a deal to them unless they have something. Most of us who are especially Plexus ambassadors started with health issues that we needed help with, that it has helped so much. So we grasp how amazing it is because we see where we were before and now where we are now. But some people didn't have that. You know what I mean? They might have just had seasonal allergies or something like that, and that's not as big of a deal. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it would just be cool if they all could grasp it and, I don't know, maybe just have like a big get-together meeting at the beginning of July, all customer celebration party. We're going to all order Bite-O-Biome on top of I don't know.
Yeah. And I think that you creating that team, like if you wanted to do something like that, creating that team culture is also a huge part of your consistency, the people being consistent and feeling like they're part of a bigger thing, a bigger purpose. That's also a huge deal too.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's 10:30. I think we've had great ideas. I'm going to get off and go to sleep because I'm tired. Let's be honest, I'm probably not going to go to sleep. I'm probably going to sit here and think about stuff a little bit more. But I'm going to go and get this stuff into graphics. I'm going to have that list that Jake's going to send to me of who hasn't ordered, who ordered in May, who hasn't ordered in June after convenience orders have gone through, and send that to y'all so you can figure that out. But we're going to be an Emerald team, and you are going to rank up. Like, even if you're far, far away, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, and that's exciting. Okay? Have a good night. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.